All right. All right. Make sure everything is together like it's supposed to be. Excellent. Excellent. So we are here. We are live again today, Monday, June the 9th, for another episode of Accelerating Your Journey. This is a consciousness ascending production. My name is Benny Ferguson. I channel the non physical collective known as Abraham. I have been since 2012. Started channeling in 2012, shortly after it was Abraham. And we're excited. We're excited for each of you who are here live, supporting us, assisting us with your energy presence to create this interaction. We're excited for those of you who have found the recording. For you are meant to be here as well. We are here to support you, and not just to support you in a general sense. We're here to, for those of you who are prepared, for those of you who are making your growth and expansion in this sense a priority, to accelerate the process. This is not something that we take lightly. This is not something that your knowing of the truth of you is not something that you have to wait for and remember when you make your transition, something that you can know now, as many of those in your past, written and unwritten about, have discovered. But they've all gone through the same process of discovery. They've all gone through the process of releasing conditioning and programming. They've all gone through the process of working their way back to the truth of themselves in source. And that's what we are excited to support you in. We do this in a number of different ways. We offer this as a opportunity for free to get to know us, to engage with us through this chat mechanism. We offer the opportunity through our conscious discussions, which currently we host on Wednesdays, where we actually have live discussions via Zoom. We offer through our private sessions. Our private sessions are different from those that you may have seen in the past. The investment for our private sessions is what you deem the investment should be. We are here to support. We desire to support. So when the private sessions are over, for those of you inspired to connect with us on that manner, on a more personal manner, whatever you're inspired to, once the session is over, is the investment. You can find information for that in the description. And we also have a private community, which is the epitome of our offerings, the epitome of many offerings that you will find, in which it is all inclusive. Everything that you need to accelerate the process is there, in addition to our consistent support, Q&A support, email support, group, Facebook, private Facebook group support, in which we interact almost daily, is there, all to support you in accelerating the process of growth and expansion, available for as much and as often as you are inspired to engage in. So, for wherever you are on your journey, we have something for you. And again, we're excited for you. We love you very much. Today's topic is truth does not accommodate, it takes account. Higher frequency truths contain lower vibe or lower vibration misinterpretation. Higher frequency truths contain lower vibration misinterpretations. Let's get started. Conscious creators. Yes, we are excited to be here. We're excited for each of you once again on your plane of existence who are engaged in this process of growth and expansion, who are open to our non physical suggestion. And yes, higher frequency truth does hold the misinterpretations. Yes, truth does not accommodate, it takes account. And what do we mean by that? We mean that truth is not wishy washy. Truth does not waver based on the circumstance, based on the condition. based on with your if you're with family or just a friend, based on where you are in the world with the many different languages and traditions and cultures. Truth does not waver. It does not accommodate that which is believed, that which is thought to be true. It takes account. All of your interpretations of truth, as you call it, your religious systems of thought, your spiritual philosophies, when you are free of their teachings, when you are free of the idea that there is only one path of growth and expansion, forget the path to God or source or whatever you want to call it. Consider your path a path of growth and expansion, personal, individual growth and expansion, and that which in the direction in which you are going, that which you are moving to has no direct path. It's not a straight line. And when you understand that it is an inward process, an inward growth process, and you couple that with the fact that you are an individual, you are a singularity, you are not that which appears outside of you, you are a pure piece and parcel of source existing now. When you understand all of that, you understand that there is no one path. And when you understand there is no one path, you begin to look for the truth. You begin to look for that which is consistent and constant across systems of thought. This is what Benny saw after he had his out of body experience. And he first started with his religion, and then he ventured out into other religions, and he ventured into your science idea and your psychology idea. And because he was moved outside of any specific idea, he began to see the parallels of all of the ideas, which many of you have reached that point or even moved beyond that point. But he began to see the parallels, he began to see the similarities, even though the wording was slightly different, even though the language was slightly different, even though they were masked over by traditions and cultures and different demographics. When you're truly able to see, you can see the similarities. When you're not inside of it, you can see. And he began to see the parallels. He began to see the similarities. Hey, this is saying the same thing that this one said. This is saying the same thing that this one said. And he began to discover the truths that were hidden inside of these different systems of thought, which serves as the foundation, which gives them validity, which is what makes an individual say, hey, this is working for me. Hey, this is making sense to me. Hey, I've done this thing that this particular system of thought said, and I've seen results in my life. It's because the truths are consistent. The truths do not accommodate, they take account. Now, once you understand that there's similarities, there's parallels in your different systems of thought, once you understand that you are the center and that it's about your individual growth and expansion, and that there is no straight line, there is no set teaching or philosophy that will take you there. The fastest way to get there is to be open to all that appears in front of you, utilizing everything that appears in front of you as potential as a potential learning mechanism. This is what allows you to begin to work your way inward at a more accelerated pace. And then you get to the place of, hey, I'm not even my body. I'm not my mind. I exist beyond that. I am energy. I am frequency. I am vibration. And that is still not my complete truth. That is an expression of my truth. But what does that mean relative to my life now? on this plane of existence. It means that your vibrational expression comes first. It means that your energy signature dictates your experience, whether you're having fun or not, whether you're enjoying yourself or not, whether you're at peace or not, whether you're happy or not. Your vibrational expression is what dictates that, not that which is appearing outside of you, but that which you are expressing from the inside out. And that's the reason when your system of thought says have faith and be a good person, when it says meditate on the Most High, when it says be detached, release, let go, and allow that which is within you, all of these things have a positive effect on your frequency expression. And that positive effect on your frequency expression is what makes life start to look pleasurable and be pleasurable. And it's because of the impact on your vibration that the information has had. It's not the specific system of thought, it's the truth that's embedded in the system of thought that if you actually followed it, your vibration would change, therefore your experience would change. And it's because of the truth, not the actual teaching and not the teacher. So you get to that point. Your vibrational expression, your energy expression is the cause. And that's the truth. Higher frequency holds the misinterpretations. We say it holds the misinterpretations because as you move into higher frequency through your own intentional conscious conditioning, reconditioning of yourself, and you're not trying to hold and be in a higher frequency, you just are that higher frequency from removal of fear, removal of the conditioning, the programming that is holding you or has held you in a low vibration, by recreating yourself, establishing ideas of higher frequency, more empowering, more strengthening, more compelling, more igniting, more freeing ideas, you're naturally in a higher vibe state. Think about the state that you're in when you're in deep meditation, when you're in meditation and you have gotten to that place, if you understand what we mean. And you're like a lake at 12 midnight that is still and there's no movement because most of the animals are asleep. Humanity, for the most part, is asleep, and the water and nature around it is undisturbed. That's where you are and that's what it feels like when you have gotten to that place in meditation. When you're in that place, you're not just naturally, organically in a low vibe state. You're never stressed. You're not in stress. You're not in anger. You're not in frustration. You're at peace. And at peace, your vibrational expression ticks up on its own. It raises on its own. And if you're consistent in your meditation, if you're consistent in your efforts to establish a new, higher vibration, there is information, beliefs, ideas, systems, patterns of thought that are connected to different frequency states. And the more consistent you are at being in a higher frequency state, those truths, that information begins to make its way into your consciousness. And when that happens, and you have established a new frequency, and the information connected to that frequency makes its way into you, now you start operating from the information of that frequency, higher truths. And in those higher truths, that new information that has made its way in through your consistent vibrational expression, everything less than that, everything from your perspective of a lower vibration, and how experience has played out as a result of your expressing that, and anyone around you, you can see how they are expressing and how their experience is mirroring their expressions begins to make sense. It makes sense to you. You start to understand it better and see more clearly into it, your experience and the experience of others, because the information born of the higher frequency that has made its way into you has cleared it up, has made things make sense. And that's why we say lower vibration interpretations are inside of the higher truth. You're no longer inside of any specific lower vibrational idea, living it, breathing it, interacting with it as experience. You're now outside of that particular, because you have moved into a higher frequency and you have gained the information born of that higher frequency, which allows you to see and now contain that which you once were. See, most don't know this because they don't interact with the idea of growth and expansion long enough. They're not consistent enough. They have no support. They're going about it on their own, not realizing the magnificent impact that their efforts will have, not knowing the magnificent impact that that which is out in front of them will have on their life now. It is no trick. It is no lie. What the books say. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. This is one book. And all these things will be added unto you. All these things are the things that you feel you want to have and experience in your physical life. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven is seeking not a place, but the vibrational state, the state of being of that idea. It's the exact same thing as the nirvana idea in your Buddhist traditions. And other systems of thought speak of the exact same thing in their own words. There's a state of being. Now, on your plane of existence, many, many years of tradition and culture, a lot of them are talking about you get the misunderstanding is that it's a place or it's a thing or it's through an individual. No, it's a state of being that has a specific energy signature, vibration, frequency, tone that is consistently offered from your body based on that which you have achieved through consistency, through play and practice, through your releasing, through your establishing of new ideas born of the new vibration that you have been entertaining, coupled with the information that has made its way into your being. And you continue to stack. You continue to stack. With consistency, you continue to stack. There are clear signs that you are growing. There are clear signs that you are making headway along the path of growth and expansion. This is not just a thing that you're doing with no evidence. There's always evidence of your growth and expansion. There's evidence that you are transforming. You can see inwardly that old patterns are weakening and that new ones are coming online. New states of being are coming online. You can see that inwardly and you can see that in your experience as you interact with humanity, as you interact with nature. But it takes making this path a priority. It takes making these things a priority. It takes making the play and practice of this process a priority. And it helps to have consistent support because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what's right around the corner. You don't know what's right down the road that you can't see yet. You don't know that you're doing everything right, even though you feel incredibly frustrated at the moment. You don't know that things are working in vibration, reconfiguring and reestablishing themselves, even though you feel lost and confused at the moment. You don't know those things unless you have the support that is able to communicate, keep doing what you're doing. You're right where you're supposed to be. In 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months, you will be past this point and you'll be able to look back and see how the growth and expansion occurred. You will be able to look back and see how your experience was shifting and changing and molding based on who you were becoming in that moment. Keep going. Those patterns of frustration, those pockets of frustration can be extended out for longer than they need to be when you don't know what's next, when you don't know that you're doing the right things. But most of you are. You are doing the right things. You just need to be consistent. And it would help to have support. So we will take some time. We will open up the open up. We will look to the chat for any inspired questions, comments, or anything that you have been moved to as a result of this interaction to this point. And if you are inspired, be sure to check the description. Join us for our live conscious discussions, where we actually have live conversation via Zoom. Set your appointment in the appointment setting mechanism if you're inspired to a private session. And if you are of the nature of this idea of growth and expansion being a priority for yourself, look to the Ascension Accelerator, our private community, where everything that you need is there. Everything that you need is there. That's pretty much all we can say about it. So we look to the chat. Yep. Hey, Catherine. Thank you for being here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you for supporting us with your energy. As always, we know you're always supporting us. Any questions, comments, thoughts that you were inspired to? Anyone was inspired to? Excellent, excellent. Quiet in the chat today. Excellent. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for those of you who are here, who again have supported us in the creation of this material through your energies. We are excited for you. We're thankful for those of you who have found the replay and allowing us to be of support in that manner. If you have found value, be sure to check the description for other ways in which we support those on this path of growth and expansion. And we look forward to interacting with you and being of support in the future. We love you very much. Have a fantastic day.